Good morning, students. Saira. Welcome back once again. How are you all? I hope you all are well and safe at your places. Children, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 11, Forests of India. Forests of India. From the second book, New Getting Ahead in Social Study. Children, in the last chapter, this is chapter number 10, you have learned about the soil of India, that is natural resources. In this video you are going to learn about the forest, which is also a natural resources. And can you tell me, forest is which type of natural resources? Very good. Forests are renewable natural resources, means that can be used again and again. So in this chapter you will learn in detail about the forest. So what you are going to learn in this chapter, children? You will learn in this chapter about the forest and the importance of forests and the types of forest and from where they occur in India, and the conservation of forest and wildlife. So first we are going to start with the important. Do you know, a forest is a large area of land. Forest is a large area of land covered mainly with trees and other small plants. So the forest is a large area of land which is covered mainly with trees and other small plants. So children, these trees are not planted by humans. Yes, we are not planting the trees of forest. These trees which is in the forest are not planted by the humans but grow naturally in the region. Yes, in the region, in the forest area, the trees, the small plants grow naturally. They are not planted by any human, they grow naturally. Children, they are therefore called natural vegetation. So they are called natural vegetation. So forest, in the forest the trees are not planted by humans, they grow naturally. So they are called natural vegetation. What they are called? Natural vegetation. Children, the kinds of trees or other plants that grow in the forest depend on climate and soil of the places. Soil of the places. You have learned in the last chapters that soil is very important for the growth of plants, and in the different types different plants grow. And you have seen also that climate is also very important for the growth of plant. For an example, the cactus plant always grow in a desert area. You have seen they grow always in a desert area in very hot climate, where the trees of oak, they grow in the mountain areas because they need cold climate. So the different kinds of trees or other plants that grow in the forest, they depend on climate and the soil of the place. Okay children, so let's see what are the importance of forest. What are the importance of forests? Children, forests are also used in many ways. Forests are also useful to us in many ways. Like soil, forests are also important natural resources. So like forest, like soil, forests are also an important natural resources. Children, some of the important product we get from the forest are as follow. So like we get timber, we get timber from the forest, which is mainly used for building houses and making furniture. So house and furnitures are made by timber, made from the timber, and timber we get from the forest. Same as firewood, which is used as a fuel, we get from the forest. So firewood also we get from the forest. Children, wood plum which is used to make paper. So paper is made from the wood plum, and the wood plum we get from the forest. So paper is made by wood plum, and wood plum we get from the forest. Children, same as rubber, gum, cork, resins which are used to make paint, also we get from the forest. Yes, also we get from the forest. Children, medicines from trees such as neem. So neem, you know, is very important, which is used as a medicine, and this type of trees we also get from the nature, from forest. So medicines from trees such as neem we also get from the forest. Children, forests are useful to us in other way also. So let's see other importance also. Children, forest prevent soil erosion. Forest prevent soil erosion. In the last chapter you have learned that the root of plant hold or bind the soil and prevent the soil erosion. So forests are very important to prevent soil erosion and also control floods. So forests prevent soil erosion and control floods. Children, can you tell me which type of air you need to breathe? You breathe which type of air? Very good. You breathe oxygen. You breathe in oxygen. Can you tell me from where you get oxygen? Yes, you get oxygen from the plants and trees. So the children, the trees supply oxygen to the air. You get oxygen from the air. It is supplied by the trees, and the forest supply a large amount of oxygen to the air because forest contain large amount of trees and plant. So the trees which are in the forest supply large amount of oxygen to the air. Children, they also increase, forest also increase rainfalls by keeping the air cool. So the forest is also very important for the rain because they increase rainfall by keeping the air cool and releasing water vapor in the air. And you know, plants releasing water vapor, so the forest help in the increasing rainfall by keeping the air cool and releasing water vapor in the air. Children, there are many communities and tribes who are almost completely depend on the forest for fuel, folder, water, timber, minor forest products, and they also use leaf lighter for manures preparation. They also use leaf lighter for manure preparation. So there are many communities, many tribes who are almost completely depend on the forest for the products of forest such as fuels, folder, water, timber, minor forest products, and leaf litter for manure preparation. Children, their religious and social life is warm around the forest in their areas. So their religious and social life is warm around the forest in their areas. Children, forests also provide shelter to wild animals. Shelter to wild animals. The animals which live in the forest, they provide them shelter. So you have seen these are the importance. We are directly, indirectly, completely depend on the forest because we are using the products of forest to be alive. We are most important thing, that is oxygen, which we get from the forest, from the trees. So forest is very important for us. Children, do you know the area under the forest in India has been decreasing? Yes, it has been decreasing because we cut trees to claim land for farming, making roads, building, etc. So the forests are decreasing day by day. And do you know less than one fourth of land in India is presently covered with forest? Only one fourth of land is covered with the forest in presently. So we should conserve, we should save our forest because you have seen the importance of forest. We get so many things, we directly, indirectly, completely depend on the forest for be alive, to fulfill our need. So we should conserve, we should protect our forest. Children, so in this video you have learned about the forest. And a forest is a large area of land covered mainly with trees and other small plants. And these trees you have seen are not planted by humans. Now you know that these trees, the trees which grow in the forest, the plant which is grow in the forest, are not planted by humans but grow naturally in the region, in the forest, and they are therefore called natural vegetation. The forest is natural vegetation and they are called natural vegetation. Children, and the kind of trees you have seen that other plants that grow in the forest, it's depend on the climate and the soil and soil of the place. So there are different types of forest in India according to the climate and soil, the according to the climate and soil of the places. So children, for the today your homework is you have to learn about the importance of forest, about the importance of forest. And in next video we will learn about the types of forest and where they occur in India and conservation of forest and wildlife.